One more time.
I know. Am I supposed to make a move or something?
Yeah, 2 moves.
Yeah, it's like
just keep doing them.
Ready? Yes.
What's up? It's your girl Donna LJ.
And it's your girl Digga.
And you're tuned into Indie High Radio.
What's good, everybody?
What's up, everybody?
We back.
We back at 'em. So the holidays had to go by.
Yeah, we had to let it go.
We had to let everybody get their family time in. We didn't want to bombard you with podcasts during the holidays.
Right.
So we wanted to make sure.
And it was my birthday. You know?
Yeah, Tay, Tay Digga. How old are you now, Tay?
Oh, wait.
Oh, okay. We're not going to How old is Tay Digga now?
I know I
look 20. Well, you look beautiful.
I know I look 20, but
well, you look
just
beautiful.
Add 10 years.
Yes.
15.
I was like, are we doing 10 years above 20? Okay, sure. I'll take that too. Me too. Add me to that list. Yes. But no, yes. We're happy to be back with you guys. It was a beautiful hiatus. A lot of, I know for me, personal growth and a lot of things going on. So I'm very grateful. But I'm okay with us pausing on that last interview because it was such a powerful interview. It was so much information. I hope everybody went back a few times and
shout out to two, man.
Listen to it again because it was just very impactful. And we can finally, the cat's out the bag.
I know, right?
So we can finally congratulate him.
On him and his fiance getting married. So I know he announced it on the show, but he didn't say who. But we are just so happy for him. Yes. And, that's family right there. So if you haven't checked out that episode, be sure to go to Apple Music, go to our website, go to any podcast hosting app, and check out our last episode. But, of course, we have a dope episode coming up today.
As always. So we do have a very special guest today. We're going to let them introduce themselves. And it's funny because Tay and I both know this person for different times in life. So it's just funny how it all worked out. But anyway.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. First,
okay.
Please introduce yourself.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Positive B. White. As y'all may not know, I know both of these young ladies through different ways, but it came back full circle. I just appreciate y'all for having me on y'all platform. It's dope to be in here.
Oh, yes. No problem. We're excited to have you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I know for me, I met you through my dad.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Because, my dad's an artist, and B used to help the business. He used to do the shipping and all that stuff when we needed art to go to New York. Especially the big pieces. He would fly the art down and literally do turnaround trips and ship art to different clients and stuff like that for my dad, which is big for my dad's business because he had a lot of clients in different states. So that's how me and him met. Me and him the same age. And so we used to, sometimes be on missions together. Right. And, have to go and do stuff for my dad's business. So that was way back 2010, 2009, stuff like that. So I've known B a while. Yeah. And then how did you guys meet?
So I got a new gig and I met him there. Cool kid. I mean, he helped me out. Yes, cool kid. He helped me out. Helped giving me the ropes on, how to work the new gig and everything. So we connected that way. And then I remember scrolling, on our timeline, on Indie High's timeline, and I saw it. I was like, wait, is that Brandon? Hold on. So I went up to him. I was like, do you follow Indie High Radio? Because you just popped over my timeline. I'm just trying to figure out, how. And he was like, Indie High Radio. Right. So he was like, Indie High Radio, you know Donna? And I was like, I just sat there yes, I know Donna. That's my best friend. Known her almost half my life. But, and then it just came by full circle. So I was like, you know what? We got to get you on the show. We got him on. So I'm really excited.
Isn't that interesting?
I know, it's just
funny.
Full circle. Full circle moment.
Small world.
Very small world. Now, you have a lot of interest. I can't even talk tonight. A lot of interesting things going on. And so we want to definitely deep dive into everything that you have going on so that our listeners can get to know the awesome, positive Brandon that we know.
Okay.
So with that being said, tell us a little bit about what you're doing now.
So especially with it being Black History Month, I'm very big on like celebrating Black history, not just this month, but all year. You know what I mean? Because I think it's bigger than just a month.
Right.
So one of the main things that I want to mention is the Earl Lloyd campaign. And for those who don't know, Earl Lloyd was the first Black to play in the NBA. And I actually work hand in hand with his son. His name is Kevin, and he basically runs his father's campaign. Basically, just keeps his legacy going. So I basically help him with that, help him marketing it, advertising it. I'm very active on social media, promoting it. So that's one of the main things that I'm working with now. And I think it's important because it's Black History Month.
I love that. Now, how did you even get into that? Like, how did you start with them?
It's crazy how we met. We met working at a job. Working at the job.
Always a job.
and his son's a tall cat, real tall, about 6'9". So when I met him, we was just vibing out, talking about basketball. And then he said, yeah, my dad was the first Black to play in the NBA. And I kind of like paused, like, wait a minute, like, for real? And then he got to telling me the story, and then of course nowadays we go to Google, you know what I mean? So I went to my phone, I'm like, of course.
Wow.
So he's like, yeah, that's my father, and we got to talking, and then he found out what I did as far as advertising and marketing, and then that's when we kind of hit it off and merged, and just kind of went from there.
Wow. So what do you exactly do for him?
Basically promoting.
Okay.
So he's Big Kev is in his 50s. So social media, he's not really in tune to. He does know how to use Facebook, but as far as like
all the old heads on Facebook, they don't know nothing else. Facebook to me is the most complicated, but it's like they know that.
They got Facebook.
Lord knows they can't do anything.
My mom had the nerve to ask me,
email.
Can I get an Instagram? I said no. Stick to Facebook, Mom.
Mercy.
Stick to Facebook.
That
that is your avenue. Just have at it.
I told my parents that for the longest, and they still on there. Like that's why I left Facebook. I mean, I'm on there, but I'm not on there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like too many parents.
I remember when it was just for college students. That's how.
Right.
Yeah.
But you have to
use your
sign up with your college email.
Right.
Yeah. It used to be college Facebook?
Yeah, it was only for college students.
That's literally what it was.
Exactly.
But anyway, so you had to help him. Sorry, we kind of went to left there. But
it's all good. I'm with it. We vibing. We vibing out.
So you've helped him with the social media and all of that.
Yeah.
Now you do advertising and marketing. Has that always been like a passion of yours, or is that something you got into later on in life?
It's actually always been a passion. You know what I mean? I always kind of, growing up, I was always kind of like in the mix as far as like, I had artists at my school. I played basketball, so I was an athlete. So I played ball, but I had like a big circle of friends. Let's say that. So everybody I had friends with, they was doing stuff.
Right.
Whether they was selling T-shirts, hooping or working on the mixtape. So I was kind of always like in the mix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just helping them. Like, hey man, you probably want to do this or try this out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of where that passion came from, and then I always just wanted to be an entrepreneur.
That's dope to always have that kind of friend, in your circle pushing you and kind of
and that's what I'm saying. That's the reason why I love Brandon is that his attitude was literally positive. Like, no pun intended. I know his name's Positive B, but he's literally positive. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just dope that your natural heart wants to help people, and I just think that that's something to speak on because not everybody's like that. A lot of people are more like, it's about me, my life. I just want to work on what I need to do. I need to get where I want to be. Yeah. But you kind of realize, hey, if I'm helping other people, I'm helping myself anyway. Exactly. So let me go ahead and do that. So I just want to commend you, especially as a black man.
I appreciate that.
To have such a giving heart.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that. And I want to commend y'all on this too. Just being able to start something and keep doing it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people will start stuff and then 2-3 months down, they like,
we always stay down. So
that's dope.
This is our baby.
Yes.
So, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah, stay down.
Created a movement.
Keep pushing.
Yes. Now, with that being said, now that you've helped other people, you've done everything, you have a book.
Yeah. Yep.
So what birthed the book idea? Like, I should write a book.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? The sign of the times we in. What really helped me and pushed me to do it was COVID-19. I'm not saying just the whole atmosphere of it. Like being like everything kind of shut down.
Right.
You know,
that gave you a little tunnel vision.
people was in the house, so I was just like, man, what can I do right now to utilize this moment?
Right.
So that's kind of what pushed the whole. Because I had been wanting to do it for years.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know, you right, and you just like
Stop.
You know what I mean? And it's just like you constantly fighting with yourself. Like, do I want to do it? I'll wait.
That writing a book situation is a little.
I know. I started a book years ago.
It's a lot.
Yeah. But fortunately, I had help. You know what I mean? I had a good team around me who was like, you know, hey, let us know what you need. You know what I mean? So if I needed anything, help, you know, getting it published out, you know, getting it proofread, stuff like that, I had a team to kind of help me. Dope. So it wasn't just me, you know what I mean? I do like to tell people that it wasn't just me.
Right, you had help. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It takes a village.
Shout out to the team. I appreciate y'all.
Shout out to the team.
I really appreciate y'all.
Yes. Now, what is the book about?
Right.
Okay. So the little rundown. So the book
Give us a little back summary review of the book.
For sure.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to nail it down. So the book is Grab Your Success from Slipping Away. And it's basically for the individual like yourself who's just trying to like figure himself out.
Yes.
And then the main narrative of the book is success will look different to me than it does for you and to you. Because success for you may not be the same thing for you. It may not be the same thing for me.
That's right.
But that doesn't make you less successful.
Right. Come on, Simon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on. Sound
like a good read to me.
Yeah. Check it.
All right, look. I always got to have a little work in it. But I just say, that sounds like a good read to me.
Yes.
Okay.
And it basically just gives you different viewpoints of how to pull your success out of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I give you different scenarios, like in 10 years, where do you see yourself? You know what I mean? And I break down like what are things you can do to get to that. Like, and one of the main things I break down is like minimize tasks. So if you got like a whole bunch of things that you're trying to do, I tell you to look, what's the most important? You know what I mean?
Right.
And then try to focus on that. And then I tell people as well, like, to just minimize your tasks. You know what I mean? Don't try to do too much too fast.
That's facts.
That's
so it's more of like an interactive book.
Yeah.
I like those types of books too.
Yes. So is that like where you can write in it? Or is it more so just just projects you can and ideas and
you can do your thing with it. Once you get it, and then another good thing, it's a bad thing but a good thing. But the book is out of stock right now.
Wow.
Oh, that is a good thing.
It's been
that was my next
but not for us, but it's good
I know,
you. So that's good.
Awesome.
That's positive.
Thank you.
So that was what I was about to ask. How has the response been?
Man, it was phenomenal. You know what I mean? It was a truly phenomenal moment. You know what I mean? When I saw it, because people was hitting me up like, yo, man, I'm trying to get the book, man, and I'm like, I can't find it. So when I typed it up, you go anywhere, it's like, this item is out of stock. This item is out of stock. Back order. So like, I'm glad the people who got it, they got it when they did, because I was very active like promoting it.
Yes.
So like, and they was hitting me up like.
And you as a marketing,
as a marketing person, we expect nothing less.
Yeah.
If you need marketing services. Positive D's the guy.
Hey, make sure you follow on all platforms.
He markets his own book. Okay? And it's sold out. We no longer can get it.
Right.
So that's great.
When was exactly the drop date?
It was last year, 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, so 2021, I think around, I want to say April. Don't give me the line though. I think it was April because there was a lot going on.
Right.
But, yeah. So
but that's awesome.
Do we have a prospective date of when it'll be back in stock?
Man, to be honest with you, I don't know. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I don't know.
The book may be historic, literally.
Right.
Black History Month. That may have been major mark in Black History. Congratulations.
I appreciate that. That's respect. That's peace. I appreciate that.
No, it is commendable for one to be our age and have a book out because, for one, books are for life and beyond your life. I'm working on helping my dad with his book, and so especially with him being an artist and stuff, that's very ideal. You know, you would expect nothing less.
Right.
But you know, my dad's like 70 now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's usually the age people. They're like, okay, it's book time. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
But hey, look at you, a vibrant young black man. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and do my book now, and then yours. It's like a self-help book to be successful.
Help others.
Yeah.
that's such a positive light. That's being indie high, being high in your God-given talent and sharing it with the world. And like I said, your energy, your vibe, all of that is contagious.
Yeah.
I used to love hanging out with you. I know, like, my dad introduces me to a lot of people that I wouldn't say picks up. That sounds very straight doggish. But a lot of people that he allows to work with him.
Right.
I should say. And so you get a lot of different personalities. Because I'm the main person, and I don't know why my dad hypes me up so much. So then people meet me, they're expecting like this mean old lady. But I'm really not like that.
Mean old lady.
But I am protective of my dad because I know that people.
That's what he'll say.
Yeah.
Like you're
I'm protective of him.
Of course, as you should.
So it's like when I met Brandon, I'm like, what's your angle?
What's your intention?
What do you want? What do you want from my father?
What are your intentions?
But come to find out, like, literally nothing. Like, he just literally was just happy to help and be a part of the process, the creative process. And then we actually ended up living in the same neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
So we used to live in Latonia. And we lived literally, like, walking distance. Like, I could walk to his house.
I used to be like, yo, D,
what
you want?
Hey, but he's really positive. Like it's really, but I would say it starts in the home, and I think let's we want to go back to how you became this great positive person because we're in a negative world where being negative is kind of common, more common than not being negative, right?
Right.
So how did you get into this positive mindset that you have maintained and I can witness throughout these years?
Same. I mean, I get the same energy from him when I first met him. So
I appreciate that, and that's likewise. That goes back and forth because I'm an energy person.
Yes, me too.
So I be getting them vibes. I be catching those vibes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then just what she came up to me one day. And, she was like, hey, I sell food. So I'm like,
say nigga with the plates. Yes.
I'm like, and then I ate it. I was like, yo, this is busting,
it's a ministry in itself,
like,
okay?
What?
Ministers to
like, I be hustling at the hustle.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, so it hit me by surprise, you know what I mean? So, but it's so funny when you see people outside of they whatever it is they do, but you see people who, like, doing their thing, like, I didn't even know you was doing that.
Right.
So that's a whole nother story. We'll talk about that next time. But they're just humble beginnings, you know what I mean? I grew up with two loving parents, you know what I mean? And they kind of...
His parents are so sweet.
Really?
They're just as sweet as he is.
Yeah, and I think that just rubbed off on me.
Right.
They kind of molded me to be a man of, integrity and just
Yes.
and the one thing about me, like I do be trying to help people. You know what I mean? Because I know how it is to be trying to like find your way and do all that stuff. So I just genuinely try to help people. And the thing that I really enjoy is like I be getting DMs from like kids. Like, yo, I read your book. I really enjoyed it. Like, I appreciate you for just being a good role model.
That's
They be like, I never met you, but like I feel like I know you just from your posts and stuff. So that really be hitting me in the heart.
Yeah,
I love that.
I be getting all emotional and stuff.
I know.
Like, y'all don't tell nobody that, man.
No, but those type of things.
Too late.
They're out there. They'll be out here. But that's the type of things that keeps you grounded and gives you that assurance. Like this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
That's right.
So we completely understand and we'll again commend you. And hopefully we can get.
I know.
So this is what I'm thinking. Here we go. This is what I'm thinking.
I got y'all. When it come back online, I got y'all.
What you thinking, Donna?
That's what I'm thinking.
What you think?
All right.
I got.
Give us the game plan.
We need to plan a workshop. Look, I always have a plan.
What's the plan? Hey, what's the mastermind?
Oh, a workshop.
Bam. A workshop.
Okay.
We're going to have to get specially printed books, copies made for the workshop.
I'm digging
Because
the
it's going to sell out again. Okay?
I hope
We're
so.
going to get specially made
I hope so.
Books for the workshop. And then I think that literally you should just speak to the people because there is nothing more. To me, this goes to mental health. Being positive, being successful, all of that affects your mental health. If you're not where you want to be in life, more than likely you're sad, depressed, you feel, you don't feel a value, and everything like that. So there's a lot of mental health that comes into being successful. And being positive in general, especially in these days and times where it's like, man, we've had COVID for 10 years now, it feels like. So with all that going on, how can we maintain this positivity? How can we maintain this mental health? So with that, I feel like with the workshop, we can have people who could actually come and experience this energy. Because one thing about energy is an experience. It's not, I can't talk to you on the phone and be like, hey, You know, but when I am in your
presence.
presence, I can feel your energy.
Yeah.
Right.
So I just think that would be powerful for people to be in the environment where it's like contagious and it's all positive. So that's my little.
No, we already have a lineup, so that would be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
to work on
so
that.
you down? You down?
I'm digging
I like to put
the
people
vibe.
on the spot on the show.
Hey,
So like,
yeah.
you
Always.
can't say no
Donna's
in front of my
always.
listeners.
Hey, we rocking and rolling. I'm digging them vibes.
Gotta
Let's
say
do
yes.
it.
I love it. Yes.
I'm
okay.
with it.
Let's do it.
So, give our listeners
Okay.
some advice or some tidbits on how
Yes.
we can stay positive.
Test run. Yes.
How, as an entrepreneur, because it gets rough.
It does.
It gets rough. And especially for me, I can speak for myself. As a mother, as a wife, as I'm working, and as an entrepreneur, the balance is rough. It's
Right.
hard. But I choose to continue and to push through. And to keep that positive mindset. Sometimes I don't always have it. But, you know what I mean? Like, I make sure to, I make a choice to change it. You
That's
know?
right.
So what advice or what, tidbits can you give our listeners on how to keep that positive mindset and keep their head on straight?
That's a good question. And I think the main thing is just a good network, like a good network of friends, family,
Right,
you know what I
right.
mean? And just supporters, because sometimes like your friends and family might not support you, but it'll be a person on the street that'll be like, hey,
Ain't that real?
I'm digging
A
your
stranger.
vibe, like-
Right.
like
Ooh,
what's
that's
your
so
channel?
true.
What, you
That's
know,
so true.
let me
Yes.
plug in. I'm gonna share your vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think just having a good network around you. You know what I mean? Whoever that is, supporters. It could be anybody, and
Yeah.
just a good network. Like I just had one of my main homies. I knew him from the Sandbox. Killed himself, suicide. You know what I mean? But he was battling mental health. You know what I mean? Issues. So it kind of hurt me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry to hear that.
So it's funny you brought that up. But I think just trying to keep solid people around you,
Yeah.
good energy people,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And just run with people that's like doing the same thing you're doing.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the same thing, but y'all moving in the same
Right,
direction.
Same
right.
direction. Yes.
Yeah,
And I think that's key because sometimes I think we don't consider what else could be bringing us down because sometimes it is family. Sometimes that's the reason you're depressed is because you're in a terrible family environment.
Right.
And like you say, you may need some outside sources, maybe friends or extended associates, things like that, to kind of bring you and reel you back into who you truly are.
Right.
Right.
But I'm just such a strong advocate for mental health because I have a family member of several who are dealing with a lot and I'm hoping that their end isn't as like your friends, but it's like it's kind of like a cry. What can we do for our community? Because it's just plaguing our community. So I just think it's great that your book sold out. I think that's a testament to the times we live in because everyone's
People are searching
for that.
Right.
So that's why I think a workshop will be big, and then it's something that can be developed going into it.
Yeah.
So
Most definitely.
I love that, man.
I love it. Now, what words of wisdom can you leave our listeners with as far as whether it's in relation to, the work you're doing for Black History with the first Black person to play in the NBA, or whether it's your book, or whether it's all the people that numerous people you've helped in the past.
Right.
If you could just kind of sum it up into like one positive gem or jewel that you could bless the people with, what would you leave us with?
For sure. So I would say the most important thing to let everybody know is success doesn't come at a certain age for everybody. You know what I mean? Like it could be in your 40s, it could be in your 50s. It just depends on when you yourself say, okay, I want to be successful. I want to do this. I want to try this. Try something new. You know what I mean? It may not even be starting a business. It could just be you want to, play an instrument or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just do it and stay with it. It's a marathon. You know what I mean? Like Nipsey said, it's a marathon. You know what I mean? You just keep going. When you had them times when you just don't feel like it, you know what I mean? And I had them days too. You know what I mean? I have those character building days too. But the main thing I try to do is just try to push through. Keep pushing through.
I love it. I like you say character building.
Yeah.
I like that. Keyword.
And keep pushing through.
Keep pushing through. I love it.
That's the ticket.
Yeah.
I love it. Now, how can people follow you, check you out? They want to get some of these amazing vibes. What can they do to do that.
Man, y'all check this out, man. I make it real easy for everybody.
I love that. I love
make
it
it
easy.
real easy for everybody. Like, look.
I like easy.
I love
Yeah, like on all platforms, Positive Be White. You know, check me out. I'm on IG, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. Check me out on all those. Positive Be White, real simple.
Positive Be White. There it is.
That's it.
Love it. And thank you, Positive Be White.
No doubt. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it was our pleasure. You're welcome back anytime. And we're definitely going to do a part 2, and we're definitely going to plan this workshop. Because
Yes,
I'm serious about that.
We
Let's do
are.
it.
We're going to definitely do that. Tay, how can people check us out?
Well, hey guys.
Every time. Never fails.
Always hit it.
Never fails.
No. On Instagram and Twitter, you can find us at Indie High Radio. Indie High spelled normal, radio spelled R, the number 8, DIO. You can hit us on Facebook, Indie High Radio LLC, and One Stop Shop. This website, www.indiehighradio.com.
Woo woo. Yes.
And be sure to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Subscribe
to our podcast. We're on Apple Music, Spotify, all podcasts.
You name it.
all
Be there.
podcast hosting apps. And
Google
keep
Play.
giving us those 5-star ratings so we can climb up that ladder.
Yes, we humbly appreciate it.
Yes.
Shout out
thankful
to
for
our
y'all.
international listeners. The top 2, Japan and Germany. Shout out to you
We
guys.
appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate you guys for sure. I love it.
Yes.
All right, and we got Be White in the building. We had a great show.
Yes, so
We got
appreciative.
now. This is our 4th season.
Yes.
This is episode 3, so we have an amazing season ahead. We have some nice, dope people
Yes.
lined up. So get ready. We about to
Coming,
now that the
coming.
holidays are over.
Right.
We about to get right
Start
back into
rolling
it.
in.
Yes. So
About
be
to lock
prepared
back
and be
in.
ready for that. But other than that, it's been another great episode.
Always,
Very informative,
always.
power pack of Indie High Radio. This is your girl Donna LJ signing out.
And this is your girl, Digga.
Woo woo.